Welcome to Module 5, Part 2. Access control models. Once the classification and labeling have been done to your data, we can implement access control methods. Let us discuss the access control models. Mainly there are three methods: mandatory access control or MAC, discretionary access control or DAC, role-based access control RBAC. There is one more, rule-based access control, when we use the firewall and the rule is controlling the access of the data. In order to understand the mandatory access control, let's understand what are subjects and objects. Subjects can be the active entities in data access. Users are subjects. Any device or a system which actively requests and accesses a file or another entity is a subject. The objects are passive entities. For example, if a user accesses a file, the user is a subject and the file is an object. What is being accessed is an object. Who is accessing is the subject. Now, any subject cannot access any object. In the access control method, every subject has something known as clearance and every object has something known as labels. And these parameters have to be matched perfectly in order to have the mandatory access control. The subject have clearance and the object have labels. A subject or the user have labels assigned to them based on their respective clearance level. A top secret subject can access the lower classification labeled data. That means a top secret can access a secret or confidential. A subject which has a secret level clearance cannot access the top secret data. Even though the subjects have certain clearance levels, it must be associated with need to know to get the access. Let's understand this in detail. Mandatory access control. Subjects have clearance and objects have labels. Suppose if a subject has top secret clearance, it can access top secret, it can access secret, and it can access confidential data also. Because it has the top secret clearance, it can access top secret and secret as well as confidential information. If the subject has a secret clearance, then it can access secret labeled data and confidential labeled data. So if the subject has a secret clearance, it can access only secret as well as confidential data. It cannot access the top secret data. Now, let's understand there is a surgical operation by the government. And there are 5 officers, maybe there are a lot of officers. And the surgical operation is planned to be carried out by only 2 officers. Now, everyone has top secret clearance. Every officer has top secret clearance. Under this case, everybody is liable to access because everyone has the top secret data and this is the top secret files and everyone can access it. But the problem is it's allocated only by these 2 individuals. Everyone should not be able to access. In that case, there is something known as need to know. Need to know. This need to know also should be associated along with the least privilege. Now, the least privilege given to the officers are top secret, but only that is not enough. Only these two officers has the need to know clearance. Though all the three officers have the top secret clearance, they lack need to know. Hence, only these two will be able to see the files or handle the details. Let's go back to the slides. Now let's again see this. Subjects have clearance and objects have labels. A subject or a user have labels assigned to them based on their respective clearance level. The top secret subject can access the lower classification labeled data. Means top secret can access the secret and confidential. A subject which has only a secret level clearance cannot access top secret data. Even though the subjects have certain clearance level, that's not enough. It must be associated with need to know to get the access. Least privilege and need to know. The users are granted the minimum amount of access authorization required to execute their job. The minimum amount of access authorization is known as the least privilege. Need to know is a requirement in addition to the subject clearance level to access highly sensitive data. This comes under mandatory access control. Need to know is a more granular control than the least privilege. When the clearance level is the least privilege and with need to know, it is a good access control mechanism. Let's see what is discretionary access control, DAC. Giving access is the discretion of the owner. I create a file, it is up to me to give it to anybody else. It's my discretion to give the file to anyone. DAC gives subjects full control of the objects they have created. DAC can share the object with any other object. They can take this discretionary decisions can be taken by the owner. The owner by default has full control of the objects. That is what discretionary access control. Role-based access control or RBAC. Here, a role is the subject, not the individual. Subjects are grouped into roles and each defined role has access permissions. There can be administrator role or administrator group, executive group, managers group. Those who are working with the firewall, they know this group pretty well. The user does not have much importance in RBAC because there can be 3 or 4 administrators. There can be many people in the executive's role. The role is the subject, not the people who are there inside. Subjects can be in many roles. There can be many people in the manager's group. There can be many people in the executive roles or in the administrative role. And the entire role is the subject here. The permission is given to the role and not to the individual. The user does not have much importance in RBAC. And there can be multiple group a user belongs to. One user can be in the executive groups and he can be there in the manager's role as well. Let's now take up the concept challenge. Question number 1. Identify the classification. Unauthorized disclosure is expected to cause serious damage to the national security. Secret. Question number 2. Dash is responsible for the protection decision of data. Who is responsible for the protection decisions of the data? Data owner. Question number 3. Implementation, monitoring and backing up the data is the responsibility of custodians. Question number 4. Subjects have clearance. Similarly, objects have labels. Question number 5. Even though the subjects have certain clearance level, it must be associated with dash to get the access. Need to know. Question number 6. What is DAC? DAC stands for Discretionary Access Control. Question number 7. The term used to grant the minimum amount of access authorization required to execute jobs. What is a term? Least privilege. Question number 8. Which is a more granular control, least privilege or need to know? Need to know. Question number 9. Which access control mechanism has little or no role for the user? RBAC, role-based access control. Thank you for watching. Let's move to the module 6.